What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Icon Files Monday. Wish was under better circumstances. Yeah, sad day for me today. Found out that one of my longtime friends, brothers, passed away. John Medcalf. So yeah, it's been. I just found out. My brother called me and just found out the news. Um, Give me a second, guys. Let me just double check the settings here on the track and what to find. Audio, camera. Okay, everything looks good. I just want to make sure, bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, guys, I wanted to go live. I wasn't sure if I was going to go live today. But going live will give me an opportunity to dedicate this live show to my friend John Medcalf. I called up Nacho whenever we played on Xbox. We go way back. Years ago, I think it was like 2000 when the Microsoft Xbox 360 came out. Is where I met him, and I think it was like 2002, 2004, something like that. So me and my brother, I was just playing like random stuff because at that time my brother's the one who had the Xbox 360. I didn't have it yet, and I used to go to his house in Rhode Island and play his system over there. I would sometimes stay over and just play the system over there, and just playing games online when you meet people. And one of the guys I met, I remember Blazing Angels, and I remember I met one of our clan members whose name was Old Dumb One, and I used to play with Old Dumb One on Blazing Angels. And after playing Blazing Angels with Old Dumb One for a while, he invited me to check out the Pale Riders. He had told me, "Hey, man, have you played Chrome Hounds?" And make sure the comments are on. Yeah, he had said, "Have you played Chrome Hounds?" I hadn't played it yet, so me and my brother picked up Chrome Hounds, which is it was the first game that I played. And I met my clan members, Dread, Old Dumb One. There was a whole bunch of us, and I would always try to keep the clan together because a lot of us over time, some of the members left, but I would always try to keep the members together. That was kind of like my thing to do, was always keep everybody together. And so I got the Xbox and we joined the clan, and since then, man, we were playing Battlefield, Call of Duty, all these games. It would always, and it was like, we were a tight unit. We would play like, man, we would play like if we were Navy SEALs themselves, man. Special forces. Here we go, Pale Riders, and we're. I haven't played on Xbox in a while, but we all stay together. We all communicated, and we were brothers, man. We didn't have to be on the Xbox to be brothers. We were brothers off the system, and John would always stay in touch with me. And to be honest, John was probably the last person I thought would stay in touch with me. I thought, some of the other members would stay in touch with me uh, before I thought John would, and we all have each other's numbers and stuff. We all text and stuff, but John was the only one that would send me messages um, every other day, and that continued ever since we were playing, and we were sending reels. We'll laugh together, and he was just a good friend. And he served in the military. He was in the army, so he served in the military, and he was lots of times he was stationed in Germany, and he would send us pictures and talk about how it was over there living in Germany. And so, you know, I just came home today and my brother called me and he's like, "Yo, we lost John." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? John who?" Because we got so many Johns in the family, I'm like, "What John?" And he's like, "John Medcalf, like Nacho." I'm like, "Oh no." And it was pretty hard for me, pretty hard for all of us. It caught us by surprise. John was just like, there was nothing for me to identify that something was wrong. And even some of my clan members, like Dread Rasta, who was really cool. You knew John a lot longer than I have. And same thing today. We talked today, and he's like, "Yo, I mean, we just never had those conversations. Like, nothing popped up to think that something was wrong." And another clan member said, "Yo, I just played with him not too long ago, and he was just happy. He got a new house, and he got a new, like, the basement was set up for his, like, man cave to play games and stuff." So this caught us all by surprise. Like, it just nothing was there, and I kind of bummed out because on his page 2 days ago he had posted, "Yo, I'm letting I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna say exactly what it was because just it's kind of tough." But he had left a message that something was wrong. He was going through something. He apologized. "Sorry guys, I know people are gonna get upset, all this and that," and I just didn't see it because you get a lot of times you and your friends text just in text messages. You don't literally go on the profile itself. You're texting through Messenger. So I didn't see that post, and it was just like a few days ago we were talking, and we were just. I sent him pictures of cereal boxes, like, "Oh, John, remember this?" And he's like, "Yo, I remember eating some of those." We're just laughing about the old stereos, Mr. T and Batman, all these different kind of stereos we used to have back in the 80s. And, that was it, and it was just a surprise today to hear the news. And so in honor of my friend John Medcalf, I'm gonna, if you can see in the corner upper right, is pretty much what you see in the big screen right here. The pair rod is John Medcalf. Rest in peace, brother. I'm gonna have that up there in memory of our friend. Let's see, I got a comment here. "Sorry for your loss, man. I'm here if you need to talk. Thanks, bro." Yo, Dizen, do you got time to get on real quick too? Like, because I'm gonna go through GoBots. I don't want to spend too much time, but I wanted to dedicate this live to my friend, but also, continue with what I said I was going to do with the icon houses. Proceed with the show. Hold on, send you the link right now, bro. Yeah, because John would watch my shows and he would give me feedback. In the beginning, John would give me feedback because in the beginning, like I told you guys, I think it was yesterday, I told you guys, and he would say, "Yo, I like your show," but in the beginning, if you don't remember my beginning videos, I would wait for people to show up before I started the show. you know, and you're new, so you really don't know. So I would like 10, 15 minutes of just music, and I'm waiting to see a number pop up on the screen. And once I see one or two, okay, here we go. Like he used to tell me, don't do that. Just get into the video. Like all right. So that's what I did. I stopped waiting 15, 20 minutes for somebody, and I just once I go live, I proceed with the show, and whoever shows up shows up. If you don't, you watch the replay. So
Yeah, agreed.
this episode is dedicated to him. We were in the Pair Riders for 22 years. John always reached out to me, and he was in there, like I said, in the military. He served in the Army, and just want to give a shout out to him, whoever he is, and his family. Oof. All right, let me get this out of here and proceed.
Yeah, man. Take your time, man. Take your time. I've lost people, and I commend you for doing your live stream, although you're going through, guess your mourning period, I guess.
Yeah.
So I commend you for that.
Thanks.
And as someone that has once told me, because I struggled with mourning and grieving, you need to do that.
Yeah.
At some point in time.
Yeah.
I'm being a hypocrite here because I don't do it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
And you know what too? It's like we talked about yesterday, right? Like, and I told Chris, I called Chris earlier when I found out. I told Chris, man, we were just talking about this yesterday, man, how everybody's going through something in the kingdom. There's a lot of us, and then boom, there we go, bad news knocking on my door. Like, what the hell, dude? And one thing for me to go live is to surround myself with my friends,
Okay.
and
That's good.
that helps me. And I know John would be watching, and so, out of respect, and I wanted to dedicate the show to him. So, it's something that I wanted to do, and I've been grieving today. Me and my brother have been grieving. The clan members have been grieving, and I'm sure I'm going to be grieving as I continue throughout the week. But, I go live once a week, and I wanted to at least get this through and proceed, and have some fun, man. Try to have some fun. We got some bad news, but you know what? Let's move on and have some fun, man. We got a cool show today. I don't know about you, Dizen. Did you ever get into gobots? Did you ever have gobots?
I did.
Your audio is not coming in too well.
Right now.
Yep, I can hear you now.
Yeah, because like your background music is really loud on my end.
Okay, hold on. Let me lower it. Hold on. Hold on. Oh yeah. Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I had. Let's see. I had Sidekill. I pretty much had the main characters. I had Leader One, Sidekill, Turbo, Scooter, Crasher. I think was the female race car.
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember any. I got pictures. I got some. Let me start off with this because first of all, it was really hard to find anything on GoBots. I found pictures. That wasn't the problem, but finding some kind of video was like not happening. And even trying to find the like an intro was pretty difficult. But I was able to find. Here we go. Let me raise it up for a second.
That was the robot.
Oh my god, dude. It's
Yeah.
hilarious, like I was saying, because the let me see, hold on 1 second. The what do you call it? So yeah, the transformation of the GoBots were hilarious because you got transforming like, but the
Yeah.
GoBots were, it
Yeah.
sound. I mean, watching it, I was like, oh my god, that sounds so weak.
Yeah.
But I tell you what though, um, I had a lot of fun um looking at the pictures, and I got some to share here. Let me see, hold on here. Let's go one by one, and I'll share, like, we'll share our stories with each one that I find here. And I'm sure one thing I found out too though, like, man, there was a bunch of them. There was a I had it, I knew there was Go, but man, when I started researching, and I don't have all the GoBots here. I have quite a few, but man, there was a whole bunch of them. Like, man, I forgot there was so many GoBots. But
Really?
let's start off
Okay.
here. We got Leader One.
Right.
This is how they came back in the original packaging here. And when I started remembering Leader One, I was like thinking about Alita One.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh snap, man. Imagine if you had what if, right? What if Alita One didn't meet Optimus Prime, but she met Leader One? That would have been bugged
Yeah.
out.
Well, doesn't Hasbro own GoBots now?
I don't know. I know originally it was Tonka
Tomka?
that
Okay.
made the GoBots, but I don't know if Hasbro took it over. But originally it was Tonka, and I didn't remember that until I started looking at the pictures. I'm like, oh snap, it was Tonka that made these.
Okay. They
So I
also
was like, oh
had
snap, no, that's crazy. Um, these were, man, I'm gonna say the GoBots, and I don't remember too well, so maybe you do. I just don't remember. Were the Transformers out when the GoBots came out, or was it the GoBots first and then the Transformers?
okay, so here's how it goes. Here in the United States, you guys had GoBots first.
Okay.
Over in Japan, I think they had Diacom. And then
Diaclones?
Diacom. And then they did Transformers over there. It did pretty good. And then I guess Hasbro had gotten the rights to some of the robots over there and brought it over and called it Transformers.
Okay.
Yeah. If I am correct, because like I was saying yesterday, I grew up on Japanimation. Well, they call it anime now, but over there
Mm,
they call it Japanimation. I was raised and grew up on that stuff before we came to the States, and then when I saw Transformers, it was different than the ones in Japan. Way
mm,
different. So,
okay. Look at
but
this
yeah,
one.
I do remember watching GoBots before Transformers.
Yeah, I definitely had GoBots before I had Transformer toys. Definitely. I remember that.
Yeah.
Um, Here we got the classic Cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And see, you can see Tonk on top. So yeah, this is the packaging. I remember getting them as a kid in this packaging. GoBot, the blue background, and it said
Yeah.
Tonka. Yeah, definitely. This brings back memories. Um,
Do
the
you
cool thing
remember?
is they were
Oh,
so
go ahead.
simple to transform. And me being a kid, and anybody being a kid, man, if they can hold up to the destruction of a kid transfer, you know what I'm saying? They held up pretty well. You know, I think the only thing what would happen is maybe you would lose a tire because those are loose parts, but
Yeah,
the toys themselves held up pretty well for kids playing with them.
yeah. It's
You
it's
know,
like and they all had die cast metal in them. Remember
yeah,
that?
yeah, that's true. And nowadays, us collecting Transformers, diecast is like our crown jewel. We want to see that, and yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it was very simplified robots, but a lot of fun, man. So Alita, we got Leader One, we got Psycho, we got uh, Coptor. Remember him? Oh my god, how can you not? Right?
Yeah, I had him.
Coptor.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that? A three something. I don't know what that is, but man, yeah, man, lots of cool man. I had this so the GoBot. I've had so many GoBots. Like I didn't have just one Coptor. I had so many of them.
All
Just because
right.
they were so cheap. You go to flea. I would get them mostly at yard sales or flea
Okay.
markets. I think I don't know back then, man, like 50 cents. Because I would always find them loose. Sometimes
Right.
I would see them in the packaging, and they didn't cost that much. I mean, back then, I mean,
Yeah.
maybe in the packaging back then, maybe at like $2, maybe $2, but
Yeah.
loose, I would see them, and I would see them loose anywhere from like a quarter to 50 cents. So as a kid, my dad would give me an allowance every time we would go to the flea market and stuff. Uh, here's $20. Back then for a kid, $20 was like $100,
Yeah.
and I went adventuring looking for toys and um me and my brother, we ended up collecting the entire Transformers G1 80s toy line just by going to yard sales, flea markets, and private owned shops, like custom and toy shops,
Uh-huh.
and we would buy them, man. I mean, we would get like for an example, there would be like a bin for robots. I would buy Blur. I would buy a few of them. I remember buying Blur, like maybe two or three other robots for like $5. They were super cheap,
Okay.
and I would come home with a box full of Transformers, man. And when me and my brother decided to collect them, that's when we started collecting them and trying to like display them. So it was
Okay.
cool, man. But yeah, definitely the go. Oh, here we go. This is the one Crasher, I believe. Crasher is the one you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah.
in the cartoon, I thought it was so weird because that was a female in the cartoon.
Mm. Yeah,
And I was
right,
like,
right. Yeah, that's true. I could
"What?
see
Huh?"
I could see them making this a version of Mirage, because Mirage is similar to her. Not exactly, but similar. And I can see them making like a Mirage, unless there's another one I don't know of, like maybe a Stunticon, maybe Dragstrip, but Dragstrip has more tires.
Yeah, yeah. Dragstrip was closer to Mirage than Crasher. I
Yeah,
always
right.
thought Crasher was more like the race car version of was it Prowl? Who turned into the Porsche, the sporty Porsche? Who was that? That was Prowl, wasn't it?
Prowl,
Or was he the cop?
the Porsche.
Yeah.
You mean like Jazz?
Was Jazz a Porsche?
Yeah, Jazz is a
Yeah,
Porsche.
yeah, yeah. Jazz was a Porsche. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, Jazz is the Porsche. I think, to my knowledge, I'm looking at him now.
Yeah, you're right. He's a Porsche. Yeah, because I just passed my Jazz. He's a
To
Porsche.
my knowledge, the
Which
only
I like.
Porsches I know is Jazz and then Dead End from the Stunticons.
Yeah.
Dead End is a different version, but he's a Porsche. But I think the one you're referring to is Jazz. He's like that more
Yeah. Yeah.
sportier, martini style looking Porsche.
Yeah.
So yeah. Let's see here.
You-
What about? I
You gotta
remember this
excuse me.
one.
I gotta get me
Ta-
some food, man.
Tank. Yeah, man. No, do what you got to do. Let me see.
Yeah.
Tank. I think that's his name. Tank. I remember playing with this guy, and
Never had.
again, GoBot. You gotta love them because they're super easy. All for this
Yeah.
guy, all you have to do was fold his legs, and he was done. I mean, how easier do you want it? You know, like there's no way we would have survived at that time with the Transformers we have today. There's no way, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was easy. It was just fold the legs, and that's it. He was already
Yeah.
transformed. And yeah, I
Do
remember
you?
this. I had this guy many times, man, many times.
Okay. See, I never had him. I saw him, but it
Okay.
was. I know what it was. It was his face. And
Yep.
this is gonna sound real bad on my part. It's gonna sound real bad, but he looked Egyptian to me, and I was like, "Nah, I don't like."
Yeah. Oh man. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Screwhead. Screwhead.
yeah, I had
Yo, I don't
him,
know.
and I hated him after I got him.
Yo, you know what? Like a lot of these GoBots, I don't know for you, but for me, a lot of these GoBots reminded me of Japanese robots like Mazinga, Vanguard Ace. To me, they just had like a bit of similarity to them. And so a lot of times, because I didn't have no, Mazinga toys, I did have one later on, like the old style Shogun Warrior type where it was like this big plastic robot with the little tires in the bottom where it rolls. I had a few of those,
Oh
but
yeah, I
other
remember.
than that, I didn't have any of those. So these were my like GoBots, but slash Shogun Warrior robots whenever I use my imagination, you
Oh
know.
yeah,
So
man.
yeah,
Speaking of that,
hooked out.
that's all we had back then, man. Was it? Our parents would tell us, "Go outside, use your imagination."
Yo, times were so much fun back then. I gotta say,
Yeah.
um, I do I do have good memories using my imagination. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh yeah.
I think our generation has so much. And we have a lot of cool thoughts because we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have no laptop. We had to create our own adventure, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god.
I think honestly, we had less distraction
Yeah.
back then. We didn't
Yeah.
have our own money to get the stuff that we can get now, and I think if we would have had the money back then that we have now to buy our own stuff, I think
Yeah.
we would appreciate being inside after the lights went out. But before that, we would be outside spending time with the family, with our kids. Teaching them, hey, no computers, none of this. Like, what's a computer? Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
just use your imagination, man. Because I think that's where the Transformers and the GoBots and the stuff that we're collecting now, it came from people that had to use their imagination.
Absolutely. Big time. Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
it especially like the engineers that says, you know, uh, we'll just go with the Dinobots, right?
Yeah.
Somebody had to have the idea. Hey, what's more cooler than having a robot, a dinosaur that can transform into a robot?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a cool idea, but how do we do it? Well, we got to
Yeah.
use our imagination to engineer a toy that can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And man, I tell you, oh, just it amazes me. Even though I don't, and I was telling Chris this, I don't own any fan toys or any of the big name third party companies that you guys get your Transformers from. I don't
Yeah.
have any of those.
Yeah.
Because they're too expensive. Now,
Yeah.
with that being said, I'm not saying it's not a good product, but the
Yeah.
engineering, because when I see people transform these things,
Mm.
I'm like, man,
Mm,
you know, that design is bland for me, but that engineering is magnifique,
yeah, yeah.
just like my crown jewel. Whenever I get a Unicron, the
Mm.
one that you have, when I get that, I'm dude. I'm gonna be. He's gonna be in every video I have. Like Chris had his Metroplex. That's gonna be me
Yeah.
because that's what made me fall out of love with Transformers.
Yeah.
No lie. After the movie, I was done. I was one of those kids that had PTSD with Optimus Prime. I was nope.
All right, let's go to this next one. We got
Yeah.
I remember this one, man. I remember it because of the color. Um and that's the thing with GoBots. Um they had a lot of them had these unique colors, man, and this one was definitely one of them. Dozer, I believe it says. It's a little small, but
Okay.
looking at the
Yeah.
pictures, this
Those are.
transformed into a bulldozer. So this was like our first Constructicon. Oh my god, dude. And the same thing, just fold the legs and you're done. Oh my god. Oh, I think, yeah, I think if you look at the package, I guess the, what do you call it, like the bulldozer blade thing, you attach it to the arms. I think that's what it is right there. You see them? They're like these little,
Yeah.
yeah. So a little bit more than your regular folding legs. You have to add a little bit more to it. But
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, look at the price. What's the price? Let me see. It looks like $3.99. It looks like it's kind of small, but to me it looks like $3.99. Wow, that's cheap. Tonka, GoBots, friendly. So I guess he was a good guy because it says friendly something. But definitely remember this guy. Let's move on. Let's see. There you go, Turbo. But see, I don't know if they had different turbos because in the cartoon his face was different. Did they ever make a Turbo with the exact face of the cartoon, or was it always this guy?
They always change the faces in all of the GoBots. I don't know why, but
Okay.
all the faces of the GoBots were changed. Now,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
thing about Turbo and Leader One in Psycho,
Mm,
they made the deluxe version of them that looked
yeah.
like the cartoon.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
got
This
the
was.
small package like that, and then they made the deluxe ones that looked like the cartoon.
Yeah. The cool thing about GoBots, they all came with rubber tires. At least the car stuff. The cars. But yeah, they had. So I remember that. I remember always having the rubber tires. I thought that was a cool thing. This guy had a cool transformation because you had to pull the arms out and pull them in to transform him. So simple things, but back then it was a little bit, more than you had than folding the legs. So it was a little bit more. You had to close the arms, push the legs in, and then flip the hood to cover the head. So
Yep.
yeah, that was so cool. Again, going through these, a lot of fun remembering these GoBots. Like this one, the submarine dude. What is it? Dive he's called.
Okay.
Friendly robot submarine. I had this guy so many times, and I think I even used him as a space battleship Yamato, because again, we didn't have him back then. You use your imagination, but yeah. Oh my god, this was cool. And let me see if so you would
That's
flip the arms to make the front of it, which you can tell. They were very simple. And then looking at this, the legs would just fold up and form the back of it. So yeah, he was a cool one. I remember that one. Oh yes, I remember this one. Pincher. Yeah, this one was so unique looking compared to the
I
other
had that one.
GoBots. It looked futuristic, man. I remember using this a lot as
Yeah.
just different kind of spaceships, using my imagination. This guy looked pretty cool.
Yeah, you see what Jonathan says?
Was that?
You see what Jonathan just said about the
No,
Rock
what did he
Lord?
say?
He says,
I'm not getting the comments. Why am I not getting oh, wait a second. No
you know,
wonder it was covering it. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't see the comment button was blocked. Hold on. Let me go through this again. My
okay.
apologies, guys.
Yeah.
Uh
See, I'm watching the comments on my computer, and then I'm listening and watching you on my phone.
Jester. So Jester's one of my friends that I played on Xbox. So he was a part of the pair riders for a time. Though he
Mm.
brings grief, he will show compassion to great and is his unfailing love. Lamentations 3:32. Amen, brother. Thank you for that. Thank
Mm.
you. Uh oh, Logan's here. Yo, Dread. Man. Yo, Dread is like my older brother, man.
Okay,
Dread,
okay.
Dread, this is an honor, man. I don't know if you're still here, but this is an honor. Dread to me was our clan leader. Um, oh yeah, it was tough. I wasn't expecting to see Dread here. Yeah, it's tough, man. Wow. I'm glad you're here, Dread. Wow. Pair riders forever, man. Absolutely, man. I appreciate you. I'm glad you're here. It's the first time I see Dread on the Icon Files. Man,
Okay.
Dread knew John for a long time, man, a long time. And like I said, he didn't know. We none of us saw this coming. So thanks, Dread, for being here. Ryan Carter, hello. Been a while. Been a long time since the GoBots. You know it. Oh my god, dude! I had a lot of fun looking at these robots. I'll tell you that. Ryan also says Hasbro's been doing GoBots lately, but okay. So you're right, Dizen. Hasbro.
Yeah.
Yep. Plain laziness to though using Cosmos, Mirage, and some other modes using GoBot names. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But I guess if you're a GoBot fan, you'll take anything, you know. You know,
Yeah.
Ryan Carter, I remember getting GoBots out of cereal boxes. Damn, really? I don't remember that. Always like Crasher, female looks and reminds me of China from WWF. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
All
because she
right.
had a little stomp. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I remember she did have that kind of power. Yeah, that's true. I got Crasher made out of Mirage. She's just reissued. I didn't know they made one. Okay, I want to see that one then. I didn't know that because the only ones I thought they made was Psykill. I didn't know they made the Crasher. I'm gonna have to look at that one
Me
then.
either. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that one.
Um Mark Stahl. God bless you, brother. Thanks for taking my call earlier. Um Mark even said that he knew John too. I was surprised, you know, but you know, Mark being in the Marines and John being in the Army, they might have met somewhere along. I didn't get the whole story yet, but didn't have any GoBots, but had a lot of Rock Lords. Yes, yo, Rock
I
Lords were the
remember that.
bomb.
Didn't they have like a crossover in the cartoon? Or
See,
no?
I was a bit confused because didn't, or am I thinking of something else? Because I was gonna say, didn't He-Man have the Rock Lords, or was that something else? Let's see.
I remember Rock
We
Lord
got
had a collaboration with somebody. I don't know. It might have been He-Man. I wasn't a He-Man fan.
they fit in well with Hot Wheels. That's true. Yeah, that is true. They are like the pretty size of the Hot Wheels and Matchbox. So yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. You can really hide them in and transform them like robots in disguise type thing. All right, thanks, guys.
Without being
Sorry I didn't
He-Man.
see those replies, but um, let's see here. The next one is Flytrap. All right. I don't remember this one.
Yeah, me either.
I don't remember this one. Looks like he was is he a dump truck or is it a van? I don't know. It looks kind of like a dump truck. Let's see here.
I think it's more like a he's a garbage truck.
If I could send pics on here, I'd show you Crasher. Oh, sweet, man. You can try to send it to my messenger, Ryan, and I can try to transfer it that way.
Oh,
But yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, I don't remember this one. Let's see,
yeah.
make sure I get Rock Lords was a GoBot spinoff. Okay. Now, were the Rock Lords within the GoBots cartoon, or did they have a separate cartoon? I don't remember.
Oh, it's a spinoff.
Uh, oh man, do you remember this guy? Spoons. I think it's called
Uh-huh.
Spoons. Yo, this guy was a forklift, and
Okay.
I had this guy so many times, and he was definitely one of my favorites, man.
Okay.
I just thought he was bugged out. He was really bugged out. See here, I try it. All right, let me know. I'll keep an eye on my phone. See here. Bada boom, bada bing. Wait for that message to go through. Yeah, dude. Yeah, he had the forklifts were metal. I remember that they will come down. I remember that much. Yeah, he was cool. I liked him a lot. He was definitely one of my favorites as growing up and checking that out. Um,
Okay.
what we got next? Is this Turbo again? Yeah, that's Turbo.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, we got that one. Here we go. Sparky. Sparky looks like he kind of looks like a Lotus. Those old James Bond Lotuses. That's what he kind of looks like to
oh,
me right there because it's kind of boxy. He kind of looks like a Lotus to
yeah.
me. Or I guess he could kind of make it look like a Fiero, I guess. He kind of has that front nose look of a
Yeah.
Fiero. Um,
Or maybe even the Magnum PI Ferrari.
there you go. I don't remember owning Sparky. I don't remember this
Yeah.
one.
I can
But
remember seeing this guy.
the cars were always cool though. They did make some pretty cool
Yeah.
looking cars. The robot. I mean, but you know what? Back then, being a kid, this looked amazing to us. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, looking at this guy back then is like looking at a fan toys. Like, oh my god, look at this. You know. Spoiler. Okay. Spoiler. He kind of looks like a Lamborghini,
Yeah,
like a
I'm
Countach.
waiting on it to show up on the computer here. Okay, there we go.
It kind
Huh.
of looks like a Countach from there. I'm looking at the picture in the below, and it looks like he has
Yo!
one of those triangle spoilers like you see on the Lamborghini. So he kind of looks like from here, anyway, from here. Yeah, you can
Lambo.
see it in the robot. See it in the front of his legs. That looks like a Lamborghini wing. So I'm thinking that's a Lamborghini Countach, if I'm saying it right.
Lambo. It's
Um,
sideswipe. That's what sideswipe
yeah,
is.
that's the first side swipe, man. That's Sideswipe's granddad. Oh my god. Let's see. Um, Pumper. All right, so now we got the first
Yeah.
Inferno. You know,
Mhm.
Pumper. Look at that. It's got 6 wheels. The robot is very basic, but man, that looks cool. I don't remember having this one either. I mean, we're talking about years ago. We're talking about like
Yeah.
84, 85. So my memory's not all there, but I definitely don't remember that guy. Um, I I vaguely remember this guy. Good night. He looks like a Rolls Royce,
Yeah.
but for
You
some
know.
reason I remember him being black. I don't remember him being red. I remember it being black, but that could have maybe the one I had was a Japanese knockoff too. Who knows?
Yeah.
But this guy's called Goodnight. He was a friendly robot. It says friendly.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh, this one looks like a Camaro. Street Heat. Yeah, Street Heat. This guy looks like a Camaro. Looks like it has
Yeah.
some big tires in the back.
The
Yeah, back then
357.
that was the style too. You had those people hooking up their muscle cars with wide tires in the back.
Man,
What is it? I think it's called like on offset like wheel sets. Yeah, that's cool, man. What's the price? I think that says either TJ Maxx or KB's on the sticker. Yo, I told you one of my lives. I told you, see those stickers on there?
Yeah.
I would lick those off, bro. And I would go to the water gun aisle and lick the tag off. I would wet it and it would peel off, and then I would place it over that. Because many times my mom would be like, yo, you can buy a toy, but it has to be like $2. Like, all right. So I go to the water guns. The water guns back then were like $1.29. So I would take it off, and a lot of times they would give it for that price. You know, whenever they would give my mom a hard time, my mom would fight for it. No, that's what it says. You have to honor it.
Yeah.
I found a way to get my G.I. Joes home. Let's see.
$4.49.
Oh, you remember this guy, Rogun?
No.
No, dude, he was like the double barrel shotgun. And he was big.
Wait a minute.
Like, let me say, Joe, to be honest, I want to say he was like Unicron size.
Yeah.
I remember for some reason, I remember him being pretty big, you know, and again, he's like a huge shotgun, so he had to be of a decent size.
I always saw this guy, but he never had, I don't know why, but every time I saw this character, I never saw the big GoBots logo on his chest. But I've seen this toy. And I never knew it was a GoBot.
Yeah. I remember I don't remember seeing him in the show.
Yeah, me either.
Maybe I have. It's been so long that I don't remember, but I definitely had this guy many times. And I think there was a time where I seen him in reverse colors, where the red was blue and the blue was red. So, I mean, again, it could have been a knockoff. But yeah, you would put the caps. It took those plastic red caps and it would make the noise. I remember that. Oh, snap. Handcuffs. So here we got the first Prowl. You know what I'm saying? This guy gave birth to Prowl. I don't know who the mom is, but this is where Prowl came from.
This wasn't a joke.
I had this. Man, for some reason,
there was a girl.
For some reason, this guy reminds me. I thought this guy was part of a combiner. I thought they
was.
I have it here. Hold on. You remember this guy, Puzzler?
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Puzzler. He was like the first combiner.
Yeah, I never had him, but I remember seeing this.
I got this guy for Christmas as a kid. I remember I opened it and had all these guys, and the orange one was a Porsche, the yellow one a Lamborghini, the black one below looks like it was a Mercedes.
Yeah.
The blue one, I'm not sure. The white one, I want to say was a Toyota Celica.
Okay.
And then the red one, I don't remember what the red one was. But this was the first combiner, man. This was Menosaur's dad. Oh my God. That's crazy. Let's see. Let's go back. Oh my God, dude. This guy was, for me, was always Optimus Prime. He just, seeing him, he was a trailer, and I'm like, yo, this is Optimus Prime. So I definitely used this guy so many times thinking he was Optimus Prime. He looked bugged out.
Yeah. I don't remember having this guy. I remember seeing him, but I never had him.
This was a pretty unique design because the trailer was his body. You had the cab, and when you transformed him, his body was a trailer. So, as you can see in a picture, it would turn like a trailer. So you had the back, so it was a pretty cool design. And this guy's wheels were plastic. I remember that. This one was not rubber. This one was plastic. But this was really bugged out. I used to use him as Optimus Prime. I remember that for sure.
So what you're saying is that this guy got around because He birthed Optimus Prime, or Orion Pax, and Ultra
Go.
Magnus.
There you go. Orion Pax, dude. For all we know, this was like Orion Pax's dad. Who knows? First
Yeah,
it was this guy, and then Orion Pax gave birth, and then came Optimus Prime. I mean,
yeah.
let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. I had this guy many times. This was a bugged out one.
Never had.
Uh, man, I'm trying to read the name. Weller War or
Water
something
Walk.
like, or Weller Walk or something like that.
Yeah, Water Walk.
Um, yeah, he was like a glider or a seaplane, I guess you can say. He's probably like a
Yeah,
seaplane, the ones that land
he's
on
a
the
sea
water.
climber. Hmm.
And he was a pretty unique transformation. His arms were flipped to be the wings. The tail, I believe, like flipped down, and the legs became those like water floaters. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was a lot of fun because the cool thing about GoBots, their vehicle modes look pretty good.
Yeah.
They look pretty good. They're not no masterpiece, but back then they look pretty good. And I remember buying, I don't know if you remember those old die-cast airplanes, I think Matchbox or Hot Wheels made. I would collect
Mhm.
those too. So that's what this reminds me of, because it had a similar realistic design to those. So I remember seeing this one, I want to say in white. This was like a cream, like a beige, but he was a bugged out one. And I think it says enemy. So I wonder if the enemies had the blue background and the good guys had like the orangey background. I wonder. I don't know. Let's find out as we go along here.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ratchet. There's Ratchet. And his name is, what is he? Rust. Rusto, I think his name is. Or
Looks like it.
Resto. I think it's Resto or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had this guy. Very easy transformation. His legs will flip to become the legs, and then you'll flip them back to form the cab. You just push the hands down and push him into the body, and then you push his head down. It was very simple. I remember.
Yeah. He looks like a triple changer because
Yo,
they got
man. I
like
mean,
three
I tell you
different
what.
things.
I tell you what. If this guy showed up in the 1986 movie, we would have saved a lot of Autobots if this guy was there. uh, let's see. This is the guy who taught Ratchet all he knows.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Jeeper Creeper. This Joe, so this was my hound. This was because he turned into a Jeep. So
Okay.
yeah, he turned into a Jeep. So this guy was my hound. He turned into like like hound, like a Wild Willie. And I'm trying to look at I believe you flipped his legs again. And then kind of like the same concept as the ambulance. Flip his arms
Yeah.
down, push them in, and then flip the legs over, and you got the Jeep. And then the head was the back of the Jeep, because if you see, it was like the tire, so that his head was the
Yeah.
back of the Jeep. So yeah, I remember this guy. He was my hound for sure. Had this guy many times.
Okay.
Oh, we got some comments. Just saying Crasher Picks. Okay, give me a second. Let me take a look at we got Minosaur's dad. I love it. Ratchet gone bad. All right, let me see if I can transfer the picture here. Hold on. Bada boom, bada bing. We got Ryan. Oh, snap. Okay, yeah, he looks bugged out. Hold on. Let me save this. Put it on my messenger. Where is it? Boom. 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 Okay, that's there. Let me go into Facebook here real quick. Where is it? There I am. There it is. Let me save it. Save image. Save. Close this now. And let me get rid of something we've already seen so I can make room for this one. Delete. Add more. Boom. 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 And here we go. There she is.
Whoa.
He looks pretty bugged out. I like it, you know. Definitely an improvement on the old Gobot version. So this, Carter, this is, so this, they used a mold of Mirage for her. Is that what you said? I think that's what he said.
Yep. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah, look, she got double guns and everything, man. She means business.
Yeah.
They got the pink
I think they
face.
just changed his feet.
Oh my god. Crasher. That'd be cool. Are these the only ones they made? Crasher and Psycho? As I mean, did they ever make Coptor? I mean, I don't know. Do you know, Dezen?
I've seen a Psycho, a guy from Atlanta. I know he's got Psycho, and that actually came out. I don't know about the rest of them though. I didn't even know about Crasher.
I didn't even need that. Yeah. Let me see here. Hold on. Yes. Vern says yes. So I guess. Oh, what's up, Larry? We got Larry here. Miss Capital Toy Store. Oh my God, Capital Toy Store. You remember that, Larry? Oh my God, dude! I didn't even know you knew about that. Worcester, Mass. I loved going there as a kid. Haha, that clown was crazy. Yo, man, I went there. To my knowledge, I only went there like twice. So Capital Toys Disney over here in Massachusetts was like, I guess it was a private toy store, like somebody came up with a toy store type thing, and the icon for the toy was a clown, and the building was a red and white striped building, and you would have this big clown on the side of it, and it just said Capital Toys. And oh damn, I didn't know Larry knew about that Kingdom version. Oh, Ryan said that's the Kingdom version of Crasher Mirage. Yeah, I went there once. I didn't even know I was there because a lot of times, when is this camera? There we go. What was I saying? A lot of times when I watch the Japanese cartoons, they would say, "Go to Capital Toys and get your toys," and I would tell my mom, let's go to Capital. No, that's in New York. That's too far away, dude. That thing was like 2 blocks from my house. I'm like, are you serious? I was like so upset. But I did go there once because I do remember going in. It was like all red inside for some reason. I remember it having like red lights or something. But yeah, it was a pretty unique place, man. Let me see here. Twin Spin. All right. We got Twin Spin. A Chinook. That's cool. I think this is an enemy. Yeah, so I'm beginning to think the enemies have the blue backgrounds. Because every time I see a blue background, it says enemy. So maybe that's what it is. The blue ones are enemies, the orange ones are good guys.
Okay.
And then we got into like these bigger versions.
That's what I was telling you about.
Yeah, no, these were bigger than the GoBots. I think these were like super GoBots or something like that.
Yeah. Because this guy in the cartoon, he was adopted.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a German accent.
Bandai. I didn't even see that. It says Bandai. Oh, snap. Okay. So Bandai got in Robo Machine DX. So I do remember these as GoBots, but this one says Robo Machine DX Bandai. So I wonder, but I know for a fact I had these as GoBots.
Yeah.
And look at it. I think, so now with these, I believe now you're getting into the regular scale Transformer cars with this. See, so when this transforms into a car, I believe it would be the same size as the 80s cars, if knowledge serves me right. But I did have this. And this was a lot of fun because it was a bigger robot. The head was like like the seatings. So it was a unique take on that. Hold on, I got a comment here.
Yeah.
David going, Joe, what's up, David? Man, it's awesome to have you here, man. How you doing, bro? I'm glad you got a chance to go here. Super GoBots, yes. See, he's like Super GoBots. Ryan Carter, use Cosmos mold for one and Kingdom Warpath for another. All right.
What? Huh?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, me either. 'Cause
What
I've
about
been.
this one? This picture, I couldn't find another picture, so it's probably gonna come out blurry. But you guys should remember this one. The future car. You remember this one? I had this several times, and I tell you what, it was a bugged out looking. As a matter of fact, man, I'm really tempted actually to look for this on eBay and add it to my collection because it was just a pretty unique looking car. Like I thought it was bugged out, to be honest. Let's see here.
I don't remember this one. I really
Doing
don't.
good, thank you. Transformers did Bug Bite as well. Transformers did Bug Bite as well. Which one was Bug Bite? I can't remember the name. Was that a car's name? Seeing that it says Bug Bite, I'm thinking it's like some kind of insect. Don't remember. But yeah, this one, I had this one many times, and back then in the 80s, man, when you saw this was futuristic, man. And the robot itself was pretty cool looking. But if I got this, I would keep it as the car and just add it into the Transformers collection I have here. It was a cool car. I wouldn't mind having that in my collection, actually. I thought that was bugged out. What about obviously the Command
This was out when the Transformers was out then?
Was that?
I said this car right. Well, the car was out when the Transformers was out. I remember that. I had that the four-legged command center. I remember that.
Oh, do you? Yeah, I had it too. Yeah, I did have the command center. Yeah, this was their base, the command center.
Yep.
I don't remember. I can't remember. This thing always reminded me of a dog. For some reason, every time I look at it, I think of a dog, man. I don't know why, but I always think of a dog. Yes, a super robot car like the previous picture. Okay, so let me see.
Okay.
So it was either this, it looked like this one, or it looked like this one. David says the Bug Bite.
Okay.
Man, I'm really tempted to get this one, man. Now that I see it, man, I really think it would be cool. And if I remember correctly, the gray had like a metallic paint job on it. I mean, it was pretty cool, man. I'm gonna have to look that up. I wonder how much they go for nowadays. Let's see here. Whoa, Zod.
I had that too.
Yep. Zod. This is the original packaging. It came back. Man, that price tag kind of looks like
$17.99.
Layers, Caldor, or I was gonna say KB, but I don't think so. I think I'm leaning a little bit more toward Caldor or Zayers. But yeah, I remember this. Yeah, definitely had this a few times. Zod. Tonka. Look at that. You can see right there. Boom, Tonka.
Yeah.
I think this was like you pull the plastic wire type thing and it spins. I don't remember too well, but for some reason that's what comes to mind. Bug Bite was a Volkswagen, like the first one. Okay, all right. So it looked more like the gray one I just first saw. All right, I'm gonna have to look that one up. Let's see here. We already did Puzzler. That was the first Stunticons. What's this? Vanguard. The heck is this? This thing looks like a Chrysler minivan. There you go, Trailblazer.
Yeah.
Trailblazer, what's going on? I don't remember having this one, but I saw it when I was looking for stuff, and I'm like, all right, I'll put it out. Oh, I think that says KB Toy Store. Let me see.
No,
Can't read it too
Bales.
well.
The Bales.
I like the packaging though. The packaging was pretty cool. Let's see here. Oh, I remember this one. Bad Boy. Bad Boy. Let's see. We got comment. Used a Renault of Bumblebee. Okay. A remold of Bumblebee, he said. Used a remold of Bumblebee for Bug Bite Volkswagen. Okay.
You
Yeah,
know
that's
what? That
cool.
makes sense.
Yeah, this was the Warthog. The Warthog robot. And so I guess you can say this was Warpath. You know what I'm saying? No, not Warpath. Power Glide. Power Glide. There you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Here we're seeing Power Glide's ancestors, you know? Oh my God, that's bugged out. A lot of fun looking up these, man. I completely forgot a lot about these. And when I started looking them up, I was like, oh, that's so bugged out. You know, it brought a lot of good memories. Of course, who did not have the GoBot watch?
And watches like that, but it was not GoBot.
Right? I remember seeing a lot of watches back in the 80s. They were like this. Some of them were a little bigger. I don't know if all of them were GoBots or some of them were Transformers, but I remember seeing a lot of these like robot-like watches. And I think some of them turn into like animals, not just robots. Some of them turn into like robot animals. So, yeah, TikTok is this one. Friendly Robot TikTok. Bada boom.
Now it's an app.
And the last ones I have here, I added last minute because who was it? I don't know if it was David who was talking about the new style Psykills. And this one is KFC's version of Psykill. The bike looked pretty good. I couldn't get the bike because I was limited on space. This one is... This next one is Machine Robo. And I believe I had this one. And I sold it in the Kingdom sometime last year, I believe. It looked pretty cool though. Like I was like, you know. And then the last one here is Action Toys. And I actually like the way this one looks. For me, out of the new cycles, for me, it would be either the KFC or the Action Toys here because it looks bugged out. I'm not sure which one is bigger. I'm gonna guess maybe KFC's version would be bigger.
Okay.
I want to say too, because I see this one KFC, right? But is this the KFC that's similar to size from the Junkions? Because I want to say they have a Junkion size one that is Psykill, and I'm not sure if it's this one. But I used to have the Junkions. I don't have them anymore, but I used to have the Junkions. I had like 6 of them. I want to say like 6 Junkions, and they were bugged out. I loved them. It was cool to have them here. So that's what I have for the show today, Dizen. I didn't want to take too much time because of my friend passing, and I did want to do a show in his honor. David said toe cutter from KFC is bigger. Yes, same as Junk. Okay, so it would be this one. So this one would be similar in size to the Junkions from KFC. Yeah. So that'd be bugged out. You know,
he's actually tune accurate too, because like in the cartoon he's got like the black makeup underneath his eyes, whereas the other one didn't have the makeup.
Yeah, that's bugged out. Those are some cool stuff. Who's here getting a comment? Yes, Dave said yes. Yo man, listen, I wanna thank Dizen for jumping on here and supporting me during this hard day. Don't know who's still out there in watching it, but Dread, thank you for jumping on. Dread is family. I've known him forever, and I see him as the leader of our clan. You know, but I always had, because he's the oldest of us all. and I have a lot of respect for him. And it definitely hit us hard today. And Dizen came on, supported me. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it because I wanted to go on and honor that. And I'm like I said before, I'm gonna have on the upper right of the screen, you'll see the image I had earlier of the Pale Riders, John Medcalf, rest in peace. And I'm gonna have that in honor for him when I go live. You'll see that up there to just give him a memory of that. See, another comment. So sorry for your friend's passing. Thanks, Ryan. Man, it hit us hard because we just didn't know, man. I don't know how many of you can relate. Maybe you had a friend that needed help and you just didn't know, and that's the thing, man. Nobody knew something was up. Nobody knew because he sends me texts all the time, trying to make us laugh. Look at this reel, and I'm like, look at this one, and we'd be laughing. And then some of the clan members play with him online. Like, yo, he didn't even seem like anything was wrong. He seemed happy. He got a new house. He got a new game room. He was just it's just so weird, man. His post that he left, man, it was just horrible, man. It's like something was going on, man. He's like apologizing and I'm sorry, guys. I let the demons get to me. He says some around that way, and so something was up, man. And I wish we caught on to it, but the thing is, he just didn't say anything, because I think if he knew something, somebody would have reached out. But we all knew at the last minute. Whatever it was, he kept it to himself, and he didn't show you that something was up. That's so weird. That's why it's hard to grasp, because usually you see the warning signs and stuff, but according to the clan member, me talking to him, it seemed normal. The clan member was playing with him online, everything was normal. Like, man, what is so weird? So this is definitely a shout out to John. Definitely miss you, bro. Nacho. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough, but I'm glad I was able to get on. This will help. Dizen, thank you for being here with me, supporting me, and I'm gonna take some time now, get off, and grieve the passing. I've been grieving all day, but Ryan said, been too much death in my family for the last few years. Then all the big actors of all like dropping like flies. When I first saw Chuck Norris, I thought it was a lie. Especially with AI, so many things. I saw one of, I think it was T.I., the rapper T.I., if I'm remembering, like, oh, T.I. spent his last moments with his mom on the beach. Dude, it was a lie. I go in the comments, and in the comments, that's how you can tell. You go to the comment, oh, this is a lie. I'm like, oh my god. So I went straight to the comments when the Chuck Norris, but it was legit. I was like, oh damn, dude. And a bunch of stuff came out of it. Oh, he's not dead. He took over Def's position. Chuck Norris, they come out with these wacky stuff. It's hilarious. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, Ryan. Man, the kingdom, like Dizen, Chris, Seeker, Eric, all of us yesterday were talking about that. How the last few weeks have been tough in the kingdom, man. A lot of us have been going through some stuff. And I'm glad we are all here. Like everybody in the comments, Ryan, Logan, everybody who's been here in the comments, you're helping me. I don't know if you notice it, but maybe I don't show, but it helps to be, the thing is, it helps to be surrounded by friends. So you guys being here with me for this time we've been on live has helped me. So thank you everybody for supporting the Icon Files, for just taking some time with me today. I wasn't too sure if I was going to get on. I was talking to my wife, should I get on? And I'm going to get on, and I'm going to dedicate this to John. And we did it. We got the gobots out, and maybe we'll see if there's more to talk about gobots. We'll do it some more. And I got a lot of ideas, God bless Mike. Yo, Jester, thank you for being on here. Thank you for the message you sent. and definitely get back to me on the Star Wars stuff. All right, I'll wait for you to contact me on that because definitely interested in that. So yeah, man. It just, man, you just don't. And it's like Chris said, nobody expects stuff like this to happen. You just go about your day and then boom, it just happens, man. So, man, Ryan says, will be very, very bad days for us all when Peter Cullen and Frank Welker goes, pray hope for not so long. Yeah. They're definitely at that age, man. That's going to be crazy. And I wonder what's going to happen when Peter Cullen is not going to be around, like, because we're so used to having him as Optimus Prime's voice. Would they get somebody else to play Optimus' voice, or would they just start using like Rodimus Prime in videos? I wonder. That'd be interesting. Yeah, that's going to be crazy, guys.
Do like Earl Jones. They'll do the AI, but they have to pay his family for using his.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. They can do that now. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, because they do that for James Earl Jones.
Yep.
Every now and then I listen to like the Bible app, and you can find Bible apps that have James Earl Jones' voice reading the Bible, and I'm like, oh, that's bugged out. I am your father.
Yeah,
that's so cool. So. Yeah, guys, I'm going to cut it here. It's already an hour and 17 minutes here, and I'm glad I was able to do this. I'm glad some of the clan members got on here and commented because it's important. I'm going to go back on Facebook and see if anybody sent messages on my post. It's tough. John had a 3-4-year-old boy, had a wife, and it's sad. I look at this boy and he looks just like him, man. And I can only imagine what they're going through, man. It's horrible. It's horrible. But I'm gonna be praying, and definitely keep me in your prayers, guys. And I'll reach out, Disney. I'll reach out to you later this week and see what else. I know you gave me some good ideas from some shows and stuff, so I'll see what I do next. But definitely keep in touch, guys. I'll be on the post. I'll be on Facebook. I'll be on Transformers Third Party Kingdom, so if you don't hear from me, just reach out, and, I'm probably just going through my phases here. So, all right, man. With that said, I'm going to end it. Hey, Disney, you want to say anything before we close it up?
Yeah, brother, man. Mi familia, salute.
Yeah.
You're like I've told you before, man. You're like a younger brother from another mother, man.
There we go, man.
So, whatever you need, more support, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, you got my contact information. Just hit me up like you did earlier. I'm here for you. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Kress said Harrison Ford Indy is 84 and still acting God bless. Yeah, he is old, man. He is up there. He is up. He's still kicking. That is weird because Chuck Norris was in good shape. He was, for his age, he was in good shape. And then you look at Harrison Ford, it doesn't look like he kept up with his health as much as Chuck Norris, but he's still kicking, man. He's still kicking, so Han Solo still lives, I heard rumors had it. I don't know if it's true, but rumors had it that Harrison Ford did not like playing Han Solo. He did not like. I heard that somewhere, and like, oh, that's really. I didn't know that.
That's true.
So he was probably happy his character died. I'm like, oh my god.
We want him to die in the first Star Wars, actually.
Oh my god. All right, guys. Thank you so much. God bless you. Yes. This is the Icon Files dedication to the Pale Rider, John Medcalf, my brother, my friend. And we're going to miss you, brother. And definitely this is just an episode that will always be up to remind us. And I'm always going to have the emblem up there, upper right, in remembrance of him. And catch us up. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the bell, all that. And we'll see you, God willing. We'll see you next Monday for our next show. So God bless you guys. Bada boom, bada bing. God bless.